Good evening, family. This is Mazi Tamda. And I'm just kind of chilling. I'm in my Zen mode, communing with myself and communing with my hair and playing with these coils. They feel so soft. But I really wanted to speak with you guys about sun gazing. I have noticed there's a lot of information on YouTube and on the internet, all through Google, talking about sun gazing and its benefits, its pros and its cons, right? And people always talk about, how it affected them. And so I wanted to go over that just a little bit. Excuse me. All right, so I myself personally have been sun gazing, and I've been doing it for about 2 weeks consecutively. And I have sun gazed both outside at almost sunrise, right? I've sun gazed at high noon, and I've also sun gazed at sunset. But I've also sun gazed inside. Like, my favorite pastime when I'm sitting here working is to stare out my window and gaze at the sun and commune with it. But what people talk about the most when it comes to sun gazing is the after effects. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the first 2 times that I sun gaze, it scared the crap out of me. Had I not been in a secure situation with my star player and we were communing the way we commune, I probably would have stopped sun gazing then and there. And I'll tell you why. It's because when you stare at the sun, it is going to change your vision. Your vision is going to change. It's forever going to change. But it's not a change to where you won't be able to see like you've seen before. But you'll be able to see more. When people say they've sun gazed, they've seen they've seen light on people, or they've seen golden light on things, and it's it takes them a while before they can see numbers again and so on and so forth. That's just your eyes adjusting. When you stare at the sun, your eyes have to adjust to the sun, which is why when you first look at it, you're blinking uncontrollably. You can't stop it because you have to actually focus on it. But what you have to understand is the sun is in a totally different dimension than the dimension we're in. And the sun is better seen in the 5th dimension, in the spiritual, than here in the 3D. So when we gaze at the sun from our perspective, our eyes automatically have to adjust. Just like if we were trying to see spirits, we would have to adjust our sight. We couldn't look at the spirits with our visual eyes. We would actually have to sit there and look at it with our 3rd eye, which is back here, pineal gland, right? And that would be the way you would be able to see spirits. And the same thing goes for the sun. When you stare at the sun, you see the sun in the physical form where there is light and it's really, really bright and it's hard for your eyes to see and they have to adjust. But once your eyes just adjust and you begin to focus, you actually see the sun for what it really is. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like, you can see, like, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but there's a whole nother depiction of the sun that you have to see, and you can only get it from sun gazing. When it comes down to sun gazing, I would suggest when you first begin, do it either early in the morning, like when the sun is first rising, or in the evening, right, when the sun is like about to set. That's when the sun, its strength is not the strongest here on this planet. It's not showing that strong in this dimension. And it's just starting to either gain its strength or starting to rest easy, either or. And it'll be easier for you to be able to actually stare at the sun. But regardless of what time of the day, it does not take away the fact that you actually are sun gazing. And the more you start to do it, the more the sun will actually commune with you. The sun and its rays actually commune with you, and you get downloads from the sun. Like, I remember I told you in the hair video how you have these roots and they're receptors and they're receiving. Well, yeah, you receive it and through all facets of yourself. And you receive different downloads if you're spiritually, there. If you're, communing with yourself, you have that relationship with the spirit. You can actually just connect with the sun. I understand that people get scared when it comes to staring at the sun, which is why I suggest, if you're going to stare at the sun, in the beginning, most definitely, close your eyes and rest them after looking. And rest them for at least a count to 30 to 45. And then open your eyes again and proceed to stare again. Limit your time to about 3 seconds per gaze. But that's just in the beginning. Like, now I can stare at the sun for like a whole hour. Like, just staring at the sun like, and holding a conversation with my higher self. And actually holding a conversation with the sun as well. But that'll happen as you grow. And it doesn't affect me at all. Like, yeah, of course my vision adjusts. But one thing I notice I am seeing the auras of people now. I can see their aura. I can see what color their aura is. So it's adjusting my vision. It may not be the same for you. It can be different for everyone. But yeah, you can actually grow spiritually by sun gazing. So, but when you actually get used to it, it actually gets better. Do not allow the discoloration to scare you, because I'd say in about 20 minutes, your eyes pretty much adjust back the same. And you begin to see clearly like you were able to see before. But, the experience is different for everyone. So I'm not going to say, sun gazing is perfectly safe. If it's not safe for you, then fine. That's not something you have to do. But getting out in the sun and getting out in nature is something that everyone needs to do. Mirror gazing is something that you really can do and that you should do. And of course, talking to yourself is something you can do effortlessly. Those things will also help you on your spiritual journey. But when it comes down to sun gazing, there are many, many benefits to actually doing so. There's all kinds of health benefits that you can do, that you get from actually sun gazing. So I can sit here and give you a whole bunch of information that I looked up on the internet, that I found out about this before I began. But to be honest, coming out my mouth, like, nobody's really going to believe me. So this is what I say. I suggest it for yourself, for you to actually go and look it up and find out for yourself. Anything I say here on this page is always open for you to go ahead and research yourself. I'm only showing you and telling you from my own personal perspective. This is not law, but these are the things that I'm understanding and that I'm gathering. This is my spiritual journey that I'm sharing with you. So I just want to talk to everyone and just let you know that, everything about the spiritual, when you're coming from the 3D, from this world that we normally see, all of it is going to be different for you. When you start seeing spirits, when you start seeing astral planes, when you start seeing things that in the sky, start having senses, your senses are heightened, and you start feeling the spirits of things when they come near you and all of that. But the whole purpose is to bring you up to speed in the 5D, in the 5th dimension. The 5th dimension is where everything spiritual lies. You want to get there so that what's happening in this world doesn't affect you as much. Because this world, we all know, they've been controlling us. They control our emotions. They control our highs and our lows. But when you are elevated and you vibrate on the 5th dimensional level, none of that stuff really affects you. Only because you're looking at things from a whole nother direction. And the other direction that you're looking at it from is actually even a broader spectrum than they show you that is right here in front of your avatar face. All right. So just be aware, like stepping into the spiritual, you do have to be prepared. So if you're afraid, I tell you to talk to yourself, get to know yourself a lot better, and let your higher self walk you through it. It's not like we step into the 5D alone. Do you know we have angels on our side? We have spirit guides on our side. And those we have lost, and those we didn't know we have lost, our ancestors, they're still on our side. And they're all there in the 5D, looking at us and waiting to help us, waiting for us to reach out to them. So they're there. They're there to protect you. They're there to guide you. So you're not alone in this journey. You're definitely not alone. For all the chosen ones, come on, wake up, rise up. It's time for us to do great things. Sun gazing is just the beginning. We want to heal the world, right? Because the world is going through a major change and it needs us. So come on, get on your job. Positive vibes always. Positive vibes across the universe. This is a Mahazi Tone Deaf, and I'm coming to you just to give you some real spits. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's build this channel so that, maybe everyone will get to hear exactly what I have to say. And if I'm helping you, maybe I can help others as well. Okay? Have a great one, guys.